Hi there, I'm Bradley Buchanan, clinical hypnotherapist here at Ultra Health Therapies in Southport. Now I'm just following up on my last video when I discussed about what negative emotions are. Now, negative emotions are very destructive, and I'm going to talk today about one of the more destructive negative emotions, and that's guilt. Now, guilt is we have feelings of guilt when we feel that we've done something wrong, and that can be intentionally or accidentally. But these feelings of guilt and the way we perceive guilt with our justice system, that we feel we need to be punished because our justice system is either innocent or guilty. Now you see, on a subconscious level, our feelings that we have with guilt, we feel that we need to give ourselves a punishment. And we do this in many different ways, depending on the individual. But we find this oftentimes that causes self-sabotage in a lot of ways, and feelings of feeling worthless, useless, our self-esteem drops, our self-confidence. But what we do is, on a subconscious level, we imprison ourselves with these feelings. And we put chains around us, and we keep ourselves there for a long time. Now, how long should we stay in these feelings of guilt for? Should it be a year, 2 years, 3 years? But some people hold on to these feelings their whole life, and that's not a way to live. And when you have these feelings like that, it's hard to be mindful and really enjoy. You find yourself in certain situations that you want to be because the way you behaved or acted or things you've said, and you find with guilt. And I'll use guilty eating as an example. When we feel guilty about something, it's normally that behavior that put us there in the first place that we begin to, we copy and we do again. And it's like eating that ice cream, then I feel guilty about eating that ice cream, so then I eat more ice cream. And that's how guilt begins to work. We keep ourselves imprisoned. Now, it's a very hard emotion to release on a conscious level, and that's because emotions aren't part of the conscious mind, they're part of the subconscious mind. And that's how hypnotherapy works well, because we go down into those deeper levels of the mind when we hold all these destructive emotions that keep us in prison, like guilt. And we can go in and we can release these feelings of guilt, and then we can allow you to move forward and be free away from those chains that keep you in prison for such a long time. Now, I think it's time when we just go, all right, that's it. I've had myself in these chains, in prison for long enough, and it's time now to move forward to feel free, calm, and be more mindful, and have all those wonderful good feelings of joy, happiness, and so forth. Not feelings of feeling worthless, useless, and all those negative, destructive emotions. Now, guilt affects us on all different levels, mind, body, and we also find that even in certain areas of the back, especially part of the middle of the back, if we're feeling guilty about something, that can manifest there and become a physical injury. Or even Parkinson's is a way the body responds if the person is feeling really guilty. Even heart disease, all these physical issues that we have can be related around destructive emotions that are really destroying us on a deeper level. And sometimes we're not even consciously aware of how much they're affecting us, or how much we respond in negative ways, and how our self-confidence and self-esteem is depleting because of these feelings, keeping us prisoned. That's not a way to live. And if you've got any questions about any destructive emotions, or even any anxiety or depression, because you find with guilt, you find with these conditions of anxiety, depression, OCD, things like this, there's a lot of guilt in that person, which begins to, help, or not help is not the word that I'm trying to say, but you find that it's allowing these feelings of anxiety and depression to grow in stronger, because it's all the negative emotions, things that we hold on to and imprisoned ourselves. Now, if you have any questions, please feel free to give me a call on 04 05 044 617, and I'm happy to have a chat and see how I can perhaps help you to become free away from these negative emotions that keep you in prison for long enough. It's time to let go. Thank you very much. I'm Brother Buchanan, clinical hypnotherapist at Ultra Health Therapies here in Southport.